How are you? I hope all of you will be doing well, staying at your home. I'm Dr. Ritu Mohan and once again welcome you all on my YouTube channel Communication for Success. In my last video, I told you about the roots of English language and I talked about British English mainly. In my today's video, I will let you know about American English as most of my students have desired for it. I'll of course try to heighten your GK while talking about American English. You can therefore hit the two targets by a single arrow. Improve your GK and boost your communication skills in English as well. Well, apart from telling the basis and development of American English, I will also let you know why American English is becoming the most influential form of English worldwide. While people these days prefer it than British English, you will also come across some interesting dissimilarities between these two most popular Englishes of the world. There is no doubt that UK and US have a lot in common, but despite that, these two versions of English language have enough differences. So let us start, friends. We all know that Christopher Columbus discovered America in 1492. It means he paved the way for others to come to America. Therefore, like many other countries, America also had to face the colonial period. We all know that it was Europeans who started exploring the new worlds for the first time, and it was the Spanish who first of all settled in what is now the United States. In middle of the 17th century, England had established a powerful presence on the Atlantic coast, though the first colony was founded in Jamestown, Virginia in 1607. The people of Europe, in fact, in order to expand their business, invaded new areas. With the passage of time, they settled there only. Europeans traversed almost the whole world in order to make it their marketplace during the 17th century. And by the end of century, the majority of colonies was only of the English origin. Yes, British went only there where they could have two things mainly: enough raw material or say natural resources and a big market. People from Germany, Scotland, Ireland, Netherlands, and France reached in large numbers during the 18th century. Yes, my dear, mind the date, please. This period of colonization ended after the American War from 1775 to 1783. Thus, the sun of British Empire set in colonial territories in America, forming the United States of America on 2nd July 1776. On 4th July that year only, the Congress formally adopted the Declaration of Independence. The Parliament of America is called as Congress. During this period, the West Germanic language, or say English, has become the popular language in America. Then, the age of transformation of English started in America. Americans changed the British English in many ways in order to modify it as an American English. The renovation of British English into American English doesn't mean that they had forgotten their native language, Navajo, which was written in Latin script. Even at present, there are many teachers who use Navajo in teaching to the school children. It's a common saying that Americans do everything in their own style. Doesn't matter what other will say. You can see how America is dealing with the coronavirus these days. Though most of the countries have enforced lockdown, Trump has refused to implement it, even when thousands of people have died so far. Well, the same happened when Americans started transmuting British English into American English. For example, G.B. Shaw, the famous writer, once said that United States and United Kingdom are two countries divided by a common language. In the same way, Oscar Wilde in his book The Canterville Ghost said that we have really everything in common with America nowadays, except of course the language itself. It was somewhat funny. But doubtlessly, at present, American English is the most influential forms among the Englishes worldwide. Personally, I also love American English than the British one. American English, also called as United States English or US English, is the set of varieties of the English language native to the United States. American English varieties include many patterns of pronunciation, vocab, grammar, and particularly spellings that are unified nationwide but distinct from other English dialects around the world. During formalizing and recording process of these differences, the first significant document came from Noah Webster. Yes, he was the first person who wrote the first American English dictionary, which was published in 1828. The intention behind this was to show that the people in United States spoke a different dialect from those spoken in the UK, much similar to a regional accent. Well, this was the theory or history, you can say. Now let me show you some examples of that. As you can see on the screen, in as far as the uses of s is concerned as a suffix, in British they use is like this: forwards, towards, rightwards, etc. While in American it is not, like forward, toward, rightward. But if we talk about s with days, we will find that in British we don't use s to day, night, evening, weekend, Monday, etc. But Americans do. For example, I used to stay out evenings. The library is closed Saturdays, right? In British English, the agentive er suffix is commonly attached to sports like cricket or any other sport. For example, cricketer. But Americans usually say cricket player. American English writers occasionally make new compound words from common phrases. For example, health care is now being replaced by health care. While using compound nouns, Americans prefer bare infinitive where British love gerund. For example, in British, skipping rope; in American, jump rope; in British, racing car; in American, race car; in British, rowing boat; in America, rowboat; in British, dialing tone; and in American, dial tone. In the same way, if we talk about the finance, notes as we use in India also, in America they say it bills. In British it is turnover, in American it is revenue. And if we talk about other standard terms, there is driving license in British, in India also, but in America driver's license. Footpath is spoken as sidewalk in American English. If you talk about the punctuation marks, full stop is used as period in American English. And some popular idioms like touch wood, it is knock on wood in American English. If you talk about school in Britain, or say in British English, it is primary school as it is in India, but in America it is elementary school. And major transportation mode, for example, aeroplane is airplane in America, railway is a railroad in American English. In the same way, some more words from the auto sector. Saloon, it's a type of car you all know. It's a sedan in American English. Hired car in British and rental car in American English. Car journey in British English and road trip in American English. You can also see the difference between writing the dates in American English and British English. In British English, we write date, month, year, but in American, they write month, date, and year. You can see on your computer and laptop also. It is also interesting to note that in British computer keypad, there are 62 keys, but in American, there are 61 keys. So, these were some examples. These are just only a few. There are a lot of others too, but all cannot be included in a single video. So, dear learners, let us make a promise to self that I will do a lot of hard work to get the success, and I will not take rest till the goal is achieved. The goal can be learning English, improving communication day by day, or anything. This is somewhat conveying the four very inspiring lines from the famous American poem. The poem written by Robert Frost, who is one of America's most celebrated poet. The lines are: the woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. So, friends, how was the video? I hope you must have liked it. See you soon with a new video on a new topic. Please shower your valuable comments and suggestions regarding this video. Till then, be safe, stay at home, be kind, and vegetarian, please. Thank you.